a movie called Trap House 2025, which tells the story of a group of teenagers who recklessly decide to rob a drug dealer's house. What they don't realize is that the house is actually a trap house designed to lure people in. So, what will happen to them? Let's get straight into the story. Set in El Paso, Texas, the story begins by introducing two DEA agents working in narcotics enforcement. One is Ray, the team leader, and the other is his partner, whom we'll call Samsel. Disguised as foreign tourists, they are carrying out a raid based on information provided by one of their field informants. Upon arriving at the target location, Ray gets out of the vehicle and pretends to be a customer looking to buy gasoline. However, the store owner responds rudely and even tries to chase him away. Seeing an opportunity, Samsel quickly shoots the man with a tranquilizer dart. With the store owner neutralized, Ray signals the rest of the team to move in and search every corner of the property for the remaining suspects. One by one, the criminals are taken down. Eventually, after reaching the food storage room, Ray discovers a hidden door leading to an underground tunnel. The informant's report was correct. The drug cartel had turned the underground area into a secret facility for manufacturing illegal narcotics. Just as the agents are about to complete the raid, a bald gang member notices their presence. Moments later, a massive explosion tears through the underground tunnel, destroying much of the operation. Fortunately, Ray and his team survive. However, once they make it back outside, an unseen sniper sent by the cartel is already waiting. As a result, one of the agency's finest agents, Manny, is shot in the neck and killed. The story then shifts to a local high school where we are introduced to Ray's son, Cody, along with his close friends, Denny, the boy in the green shirt, Jesse, the tomboy of the group, Yvonne, the curly-haired girl, and Kyle, the student in the green button-up shirt. All of them are children of the DEA agents we saw earlier. We also meet a beautiful student named Teresa, who immediately catches Cody's attention. While classes are in session, Jessie is called out by her teacher and asked to go to the hospital. It is then revealed that Manny, the agent who was killed during the operation earlier that day, was actually Jess's father. After hearing the tragic news, Cody and the others accompany Jesse to church, where they gather to pray together. Later that evening, Cody returns home and gets scolded for coming back so late. Ray understands that Cody and his friends are deeply affected by Manny's death. He and the other parents agree to watch over their families and protect one another until the cartel responsible is finally brought to justice. And now, let me introduce the drug lord behind it all, Benito. This is the man. Realizing that someone from inside his organization leaked the location of his secret headquarters, Benito begins interrogating one of his men who had only been working for him for a few months. However, the henchman insists that he would never betray the organization. To prove his loyalty, Benito orders him to shoot his own brother. Not long afterward, Benito receives a visit from his younger sister, Natalia. Like her brother, Natalia is involved in the drug trade, but she operates in a different territory. Natalia is clearly disappointed by Benito's impulsive behavior and his tendency to make reckless decisions. She tells him that from now on, she will personally handle the situation. Later that night, we are introduced to the informant, who secretly meets with Ray and Samsel. So Benito's suspicions were correct all along. The informant reveals that Benito's sister, Natalia, has arrived in town and warns all DEA agents to be extremely careful. Several days pass. By now, Cody and Teresa have grown much closer. Although Cody has a bad habit of showing off by revving his motorcycle in public, he is actually one of the smartest students in his class. This becomes evident during chemistry class when Cody successfully demonstrates how a simple combination of liquids can create a small explosive reaction. Boom! Unlike before, Cody is now picked up and dropped off by Ray every day to ensure his safety. Instead of taking him straight home, Ray brings him to the Taekwondo gym where he regularly trains. Knowing that he cannot always be there to protect his son, Ray wants Cody to learn some basic self-defense techniques. Not long afterward, Cody and his friends receive heartbreaking news. Jessie is moving away. Following the death of her father, Manny, she and her mother can no longer afford their rent or school expenses. With no other option, they decide to return to their hometown. During the drive home, Ray receives a call from Samsel. The police have successfully arrested one of Benito's associates at a trap house, a term commonly used for abandoned buildings where criminal organizations conduct illegal business. Ray heads to the location and ends up bringing Cody with him. This is the trap house everyone has been talking about. Several officers are already there assisting with the investigation alongside Samsel. As Cody watches an officer secure stacks of cash as evidence, he is left completely speechless. It is the first time in his life that he has seen that much money in one place. Because of the urgency of the situation, Ray also brings Cody to the DEA office, where agents are discussing Natalia's identity and trying to uncover more information about her. While waiting, Cody accidentally notices a board filled with photographs and investigation files related to Benito and his criminal network. For reasons unknown, he secretly takes pictures of everything. Using those photos as a source of information, Cody later comes up with a reckless plan. He convinces his friends to rob one of the trap houses that the police have not yet discovered. The goal is not to become rich or spend the money on themselves. Cody wants to donate all of the stolen cash to Jessie so she can solve her financial problems and stay in school. Without much hesitation, his friends agree to join him. As the first step of their plan, Cody and Denny sneak into a DEA training warehouse to steal tactical equipment they believe will be useful for the mission. Meanwhile, the informant meets Ray at a cafe to discuss Natalia's identity. While they are talking, Samsel suddenly notices a black car parked outside, and something about it immediately raises his suspicions. Suspecting that someone was following them, Ray immediately tells everyone to get down, but it is already too late. The informant is shot and killed on the spot. Fortunately, Ray manages to capture the sniper and bring him back to headquarters for questioning. Without showing the slightest fear, the sniper reveals that Natalia came to El Paso for one purpose: to hunt down Ray and everyone connected to him. According to the sniper, Natalia has no intention of leaving any of their families alive. While Ray is busy interrogating the assassin, Cody and his friends are already standing outside a trap house, preparing for their first robbery. Equipped with motorcycle helmets, bulletproof vests, and stun guns as their primary weapons, they quietly sneak inside while the criminals are asleep. And against all odds, the plan actually works. The group manages to grab the cash and escape before anyone notices. Cody immediately floors the accelerator and drives away. Unfortunately, the haul is nowhere near what they expected. After counting the money, they discover they only stole around $400. The reason? Most of the money had already been transferred elsewhere before they arrived. News of the robbery quickly reaches Benito. When he learns that the surviving henchman is still alive, he simply orders another man to eliminate him. The following morning, DEA agents arrive at the trap house to investigate. To their surprise, the entire building has been burned to the ground. Inside, they discover the bodies of 2 dead gang members. Samsel suspects that whoever carried out the robbery must be an outsider. If the thieves had known the trap house belonged to Benito, they never would have dared interfere with his criminal empire. Natalia reaches a similar conclusion. At first, she assumes the DEA is responsible for the attack. However, after examining evidence left behind, including a basic motorcycle helmet and an ordinary getaway vehicle, she realizes that professional agents would never use such amateur equipment. Someone else is behind this. Strangely enough, the mysterious robbery leaves both the DEA and Benito completely confused. Meanwhile, Cody once again studies the investigation photos he secretly took from the DEA office. This time, his target is one of Benito's trusted couriers, a middle-aged man responsible for transporting large sums of cash. Cody explains that the courier follows the same route every weekend. That means all they have to do is intercept him at a secluded location. After several days of surveillance, Cody and his friends finally launch their second robbery. Armed with a modified toy shotgun designed to temporarily incapacitate a target, they openly confront the courier. Things do not go smoothly. The moment they make their move, Denny is knocked unconscious after taking a punch straight to the face. A fight breaks out. Meanwhile, Kyle, who spends most of his free time playing shooting games, unexpectedly puts those skills to use in the real world. Against all expectations, he successfully takes control of the courier's box truck and drives away with both the vehicle and the cash inside. Just when they think the operation is over, the courier regains consciousness and begins chasing them. However, Kyle once again proves surprisingly capable. He forces the courier's vehicle off balance, causing it to crash into the side of the road. This time, the robbery is a huge success. The group manages to steal approximately $300,000, more than enough money to solve Jess's financial problems. Realizing that Benito will almost certainly kill him for losing the money, the courier decides to surrender himself to the police. In his eyes, prison is far safer than staying on Benito's bad side. During questioning, he tells investigators that the robbers did not seem like professionals at all. In fact, they were incredibly careless. They operated in broad daylight, showed their faces openly, and paid almost no attention to the security cameras surrounding the area. And that mistake may soon come back to haunt them. The DEA isn't the only group struggling to figure things out. Benito is equally frustrated. Whoever these robbers are, they clearly have no idea whose business they are interfering with. Suspecting that the DEA may have hired outsiders to cause chaos, Benito orders Natalia to establish a new secret headquarters and use it as bait for a trap. Meanwhile, while reviewing surveillance footage, Samsel notices something strange. The thieves seem to know the exact locations of Benito's trap houses. At first, some officers suspect an insider leak. However, Ray immediately dismisses the idea. If it really were an inside job, what kind of idiot would rob a powerful drug cartel using a toy shotgun? That only makes the mystery even more confusing. Not long afterward, the DEA receives intelligence regarding the location of Benito's new headquarters. Without wasting any time, Ray and his team launch an operation. Unfortunately, the entire thing is a setup. Natalia had anticipated their move from the very beginning. As soon as the agents arrive, hidden cameras capture clear footage of every member involved in the raid. Now Ray and his team have a serious problem. Benito finally has access to the identities of numerous DEA personnel, leaving everyone on edge. Late that night, Cody secretly opens his father's laptop and logs in using Ray's credentials. While searching through confidential files, he discovers information about an upcoming DEA operation targeting a gas station. Seeing another opportunity, Cody once again convinces his friends to carry out one final robbery. At the same time, Denny suddenly begins suffering from severe headaches and dizziness. After a medical examination, doctors confirm that he has a concussion caused by a powerful blow to the head. Most likely, it happened when the courier punched him during the previous robbery. Not wanting his father to become suspicious, Cody lies and claims that Denny was injured after falling down a staircase. Meanwhile, Ray continues reviewing security footage from the robberies. This time, he carefully analyzes every detail. As he watches the courier strike one of the masked robbers, something catches his attention. The movements of another suspect look remarkably familiar. In fact, the fighting stance is nearly identical to the taekwondo techniques Cody practices during training. The realization leaves Ray stunned. Soon afterward, Cody and Kyle arrive at the targeted gas station. Since Yvonne is staying at the hospital to look after Denny, the two boys decide to continue with the plan alone. As night falls, Ray and the DEA team also move into position to begin their operation. Then everything suddenly goes wrong. Kyle cuts power to the station by disabling the main generator, plunging the entire area into darkness. Realizing that the mysterious thieves have appeared again, Ray immediately orders his agents to move in and make arrests. But before anyone can react, a massive explosion erupts. Several criminals are killed instantly. Amid the chaos, Cody and Kyle manage to escape and seize a box truck loaded with cargo. Watching from a distance, Ray is horrified when he finally realizes the truth. The robbers his team has been hunting all this time are none other than his own son and his friends. After escaping the DEA, Cody drives the truck to their secret warehouse where they normally hide stolen evidence. At first, he believes the truck is filled with money. But when he opens the containers inside, he discovers something far worse. The truck is packed with Benito's drug supply. Without realizing it, Cody has just stolen something far more valuable than cash. Along with the drugs, he finds a red membership token associated with Benito's organization and casually takes it home as a souvenir. Not long afterward, Cody receives an unexpected visit from Teresa and her mother. And this is where the biggest twist of the story is revealed. Teresa's mother is Natalia. While joining the family for dinner, Natalia immediately recognizes Ray as one of the DEA agents she has been searching for. However, because Ray has never seen Natalia before, he remains completely unaware of her true identity. The evening continues peacefully as they chat around the table. Then, while excusing herself to use the bathroom, Teresa accidentally discovers the red cartel token in Cody's possession. At that moment, everything becomes clear. Cody is the thief who stole Benito's shipment. Without drawing attention to herself, Teresa secretly places tracking devices in several locations around the house. Later, after she and Natalia leave, Teresa reveals everything she learned. Natalia is equally shocked to discover that Cody's father is a DEA agent. The discovery leads them to another realization. Denny is also the son of a DEA operative. Natalia wastes no time. She immediately sends one of her men to kidnap Denny from the hospital. A short while later, Cody receives a phone call from Denny's number. But the voice on the other end is not Denny's. It's Teresa. For the first time, she tells Cody the truth. He has made a terrible mistake. According to Teresa, both Natalia and Benito are ruthless people who will stop at nothing to get back what belongs to them. If Cody wants to see Denny alive again, he must return the stolen shipment immediately. Without hesitation, Cody rushes to the garage and gathers several chemical ingredients. Just as he leaves the house, Natalia's men secretly break inside. Fortunately, Ray manages to fight them off and quickly contacts Samsel, ordering him to track Cody's phone. Because at that very moment, Cody is already on his way to Benito's headquarters to negotiate the exchange. At the same time, the DEA team successfully tracks Cody's location. By then, Cody has already prepared a homemade chemical bomb and hidden it among Benito's stolen supplies. Suddenly, everything erupts into chaos. Although Cody's experiment doesn't go exactly as planned, the DEA arrives just in time to back him up. When Cody sees Denny being dragged into a secret underground tunnel, he abandons his hiding spot and rushes in to help. Just as Denny's mother opens fire on Benito's men, a final confrontation breaks out. In the end, Benito is killed. Natalia also meets her end after Ray shoots her inside the tunnel during the intense gunfight. However, Teresa manages to escape, disappearing before anyone can stop her. With the cartel finally destroyed, the nightmare appears to be over. But Ray faces one final problem. He doesn't want his son to be implicated in a series of robberies and other crimes. To protect Cody, Ray makes it look as though they were victims themselves. He even bruises Cody's face and instructs him to tell authorities that Benito had kidnapped both of them. Several weeks later, life slowly returns to normal. On a bright and peaceful day, Cody visits Jessie and brings her food, showing that despite everything that happened, he never forgot why he started this journey in the first place. As for Teresa, she is shown keeping photographs of the deceased cartel leaders, including Natalia. The look on her face suggests that she has not forgotten what happened. And judging by the ending, she may be planning revenge in the next film. The movie ends on a major cliffhanger.